Alright, so if you want to build your first Shopify store but you got no idea how to start, this video is literally made for you. I will take you from zero to fully launching your store in less than 20 minutes. And by the end of this, you'll have a legit Shopify store ready to make sales. So let's jump right into it. First thing first, we need to sign up for Shopify. So all you have to do is click the link in the description of this video. It will take you to the first page where you can get 3 days totally for free, then just $1 for the first 3 months. So this way you don't have to pay full price from the beginning. Once you're on that page, just enter your email and click on start for free, then create your account and set your password. And now we are inside the main Shopify dashboard. It might feel a little bit overwhelming, but first let's start with choosing our theme. As you can see, the current theme, it's called the Dawn. This is the default theme Shopify gives you when you are just starting, but there are also other themes that you can start with. Some of them are a little bit pricey, and you definitely don't need to spend $300 on a Shopify theme. And when it comes to the free themes, it's great, but honestly, Dawn, it's kind of boring. Yeah, it works fine, but your store will look exactly like thousands of others. So for this video, we'll be using Materia, which is a premium Shopify theme, and the best part is that you can start using it for free. You can find the link in the description of this video. You can go to materiathemes.com and start with a free plan. Once we added Materia on our Shopify store, let's click customize, and this is going to take us to the Shopify editor. Now this might look a little bit overwhelming, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use this and how simple it is to customize your store. Now as you can see, we are on the homepage of our store. Materia comes with a pre-built template which is pretty clean. It has different sections added here, which is a great starting point, especially if you don't have any experience with designing websites. So yeah, it saves you a lot of time and headaches. You can also check multiple demos on the website, so it doesn't matter what you're selling, whether you're into dropshipping, fashion, beauty. You can find a custom template for your niche. So first thing first we are going to do is change the logo. Just click on the header here. Let's go to the theme settings and click on logo. Here we're going to upload our own image, and that's going to show up in this place right here in this header. Below the banner, we can see that there's this collection grid section where we can add our own collections, but for now we haven't added any products. Now let's say we want to add a new section, so simply click here and let's add an image with text. Okay, and we can also drag this to change the order. If you want to change the image here, you can simply click on it and select an image. You can add an image with your product or someone using it. We can also change the text and the description as well. You can see that Shopify has this little AI text editor that you can use to generate copy, but I recommend writing manually to sound more natural. Next, if we go back to the theme settings, you can see that we got multiple options and tons of things that we can change. For example, here we can change the typography of our website. If we want different fonts, you can see that we can select Google fonts, Shopify fonts, or even add our own custom font. So I encourage you guys to try different things, play with it. You're not limited. You can pretty much change it however you want. Here you can also upload your own favicon, which is that little tiny icon that shows up in the browser tabs. So it's basically your logo but in a smaller format that you can generate using this free Favicon generator online, or you can use Canva or whatever you want. Now, another thing that I want to mention is you want to make sure that your website looks good on a mobile version as well. So all you have to do is come up here, and as you can see, you can change the views. You can see how it looks on mobile devices. You can switch it to desktop view. We can switch it to full screen as well. So yeah, just make sure everything looks good on mobile because everybody is shopping from their phones these days. So yeah, now you can see we have no products added to our store. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. First, let's go back to our dashboard. And what we're going to do is go to products and then click on this button right here, add product. First, here you enter the name of your product, then the description as well, just a basic description of your product, some important information. You can also add some bullet points, so you can make it easier for people to scan. I recommend not having tons of paragraphs, keep it short. Now here we can upload our own images. So let's click on upload, select our images. I recommend adding multiple images for your product. Do not add 1 or 2 images, like people are not going to trust you. We can also change the order of the images. So just drag the image and position it wherever you want. Now down below here we can add our price and also a compare at price if you want to show it's discounted. Here make sure this track quantity is checked, and you can also add your quantity. You can enter whatever number you want. Next we got shipping. If you're not calculating by weight, you can just leave it as 0. But if you are, you can just add the weight of your product. Next, we got variants. This is where you add sizes or colors if you have them. For example, you can add different sizes like small, medium, and large, extra large. You can add them here. You can add different colors. You can upload different images and also set different prices for each variant too. Now, the last thing here is this search engine listing. This is how your product shows up in Google search. You can change the page title, meta description, and the URL, but honestly, you can leave it as it is. You can always optimize this later for SEO if that's something you want to focus on. Once we are done with everything, just click save. And now let's go to the collections right here and let's create our own collection. So click here on this button, create collection. Let's call it best selling. And now for the collection type, let's go with the manual option so that we can choose specifically what products we want to add. Here we can also upload an image for our collection as well. And now let's save this. And if we go back to online store and click customize, now we can display the products that we just created. So if we go here and select the collection we created, now you can see that our products are displaying. Now moving on, if you're not selling your own products and you're doing dropshipping, what I recommend using, it's called Zendrop. It's one of the best fulfillment platforms, so you get faster shipping for your customers and as well a huge catalog of winning products that you can automatically add to your store and start selling. But if you're more of like a beginner and you want, step-by-step guidance of everything we went through, what I recommend using is this AI store builder. It's currently in beta mode. It's free to try. And what it's doing basically just takes you through each step of starting your online store by answering a few questions like what niche you are in or what you're selling. So this will take you through, basically different steps so you can get your online store up and running. And after that, this will give you a pre-built Shopify theme based on your selections that you can start customizing however you want. So if you want to check it out, the link is in the description of this video. Now let's move on to the next step, which is setting up our pages. From your Shopify dashboard, just go to the left menu and click on online store, then pages. This is where we're going to create everything. So now there are two types of pages. First, we got legal pages like privacy policy, refund policy, terms and conditions, things like that. And then we have the general pages like contact, FIQ, shipping information, things like that. So first, let's start with the basic pages. So let's go back to online store, click customize. And up here where it says homepage, click on it. And then go to pages and create template. We can name this FIQ. And now here you can start customizing your page. As you can see, Materia already has an FIQ template created. As you can see, it's just a simple image banner with a text. Then we have this Q&A section, some info cards with some important questions, and as well a contact form if they have more questions. You can customize this page however you want. You can drag the sections however you want. You can change the order. You can change the colors. You can change pretty much everything. Now that the FIQ template is fully designed and ready, let's assign this template to an actual page. So go to online store, pages, add page, name it FIQ. Now under the theme template, choose the one we just made and then hit save. Now let's move on to the legal pages like privacy policy, refund policy, terms and conditions. Now if we go to settings, then policies, you'll see that Shopify actually creates templates for us automatically. So all we have to do is replace the placeholders inside those templates with our own information. All right, so now that we are done setting up our pages, let's move on to the navigation. Basically, navigation is all about those menu links that either show up in the header or at the bottom of your store. So right here in the search bar, let's search for menus and let's start with the main menu. First, I'm gonna remove the catalog link because that doesn't really make any sense. Instead, I'm gonna add a bestsellers link and we'll make it redirect to one of our collections we just created. Now, let's add another page. For example, the FIQ page we created earlier. So I'm gonna call this FIQ and make it redirect to the FIQ page. Great. And now let's go back and start editing the footer menu. Here, we're gonna add our policy pages like refund policy, privacy policy, terms and conditions. As I said, Shopify gives you templates for each policy, so you don't have to write the entire thing. And once you're done with that, now we can go back to our online store and see these new links that we added, down below and as well up here in the header. Now let's move on to the next step, which is setting up our store settings. So from your Shopify dashboard, head over to the bottom left and click settings. Now here on the left, you'll see a bunch of tabs. So first we got the store details. You probably already seen this section before. There's not much to change here except one important thing. So go ahead and click edit next to your store name and update it to your actual brand name. Here you can change the store currency, which is what I recommend. Even if you're not selling in US, most of your customers will understand and trust pricing in US or Euro. So if you're selling in Euro, you can select Euro. Next, we got the payments tab. This is where you set up how people will actually pay you when they place an order. So I personally recommend going with the Shopify payments. If it's available in your country, just fill in the details and you're ready to take payments. Now, scrolling down, we got shipping and delivery. Before we create our shipping rates, we need to add the regions we are going to sell. So first go to the markets tab right here, find the international market and click edit. You can pick specific countries if you want, like just the US or just Europe, but I usually just select all the regions. Once you're done with that, hit save, then go back to shipping and delivery. Now you should see your general shipping profile right here. So if we click here on manage rates, then click the 3 dots next to your current shipping zone, and then choose edit zone. Make sure that international is selected and remove anything you don't need. Now let's create 3 shipping options like I always do for my stores. First, we have the free standard shipping. We can leave this at 0. Okay, then we have a faster shipping. I usually price this around $6 or something like that. Then we have the premium shipping. Let's price this one at $10 or something like that. You can do, $12 if you want. And once you added those, just click save. And very important is to make sure that your supplier can actually fulfill these shipping options. So make sure to check your supplier information before. And now the next step, the last step, is to connect our domain. Go to the domains tab, then click connect existing domain. Then here we can type in our domain name and just follow the instructions to verify it. Now, I recommend grabbing your domain through Hostinger. That's what I personally use. You can find .com domains there for as low as $10, and the whole process is very beginner friendly. If you bought your domain from Namecheap or GoDaddy or any other platform, just follow the DNS steps they give you. It's super simple. It just takes a few minutes. Okay, and now the final step we need to take is to choose our plan so that we can actually have our store published. So let's click right here to select a plan. For most of you guys, the basic plan is the best option. If you're more advanced and you start scaling, you can always go back and upgrade to other plans. So after we selected our plan, we can go back to online store and just remove the password so everyone gets access to our website. So there you have it. We just created our online store in just a few steps. With that being said, I really appreciate your time and your effort watching this video. It really helps me a lot. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I try to respond to everyone. And also make sure to check out Materia in the description of this video if you want to make your website look cool. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.